The lady right here is Liz Peek on the show this morning. Liz, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Trump's endorsement clearly carries weight.
For sure.
But I didn't like to see him look back last night. I want to see him look forward. Now, you want to get into this?
Look, I think all of us are frustrated that he doesn't talk more about his policies, particularly with the debacle we have now in the White House. So many policies of Trump have been overturned by Joe Biden. Every single one of them was a mistake, whether it's Remain in Mexico, the Abraham Accords, any of the things that basically Biden obliterated simply because he hates Donald Trump. This is a great moment, particularly after this raid at Mar-a-Lago, for Donald Trump to come out and talk about his policies. Energy independence, you mentioned it already, lower taxes, less regulation on business. I don't think people realize this tsunami of regulations and anti-business legislation that's coming out of this White House. Lower taxes. I mean, there's so many things to talk about, and that's what he should be talking about, not the 2020 election, because that turns off millions of Americans.
Yeah, you don't want to be turning anybody off at this point.
Absolutely not.
Turn them on to the future and
That's
what you
right.
can do
Exactly.
to restore what we've got.
Yep.
You've got an op-ed, and it reads, How Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act delivers 5 winning issues to the GOP. All right, Liz. Give me the major... No, that's the way we are. Give me the biggest winning issue for the GOP.
Title of the bill, Inflation Reduction Act, is a lie, and everybody knows it. 12% of Americans think this bill is going to reduce inflation. 40% think it's going to make it worse. Pretty hard to go out and tout a bill where the essential premise of it is a lie. Second thing, which I'll mention, is what is this bill about? It's a climate bill, all right?
Yeah, it is.
Where does climate rank on the number of the issues that Americans are most concerned about? Not even in the top 11. Okay,
it's way down.
Democrats are celebrating hundreds of billions of dollars going to subsidies, by the way, for climate items. Why subsidy? Why do we need subsidies if renewable energy is so incredibly inexpensive and things? Because it isn't. This is a hoax that's being perpetrated on the American people. We have unbelievably cheap and bounteous fossil fuels in this country. That's what we should be doing right now, in addition to these transition fuels. All of the above.
You are so good. We've given you some extra time. So you've listed number 1 GOP winning issue out of the act. You've listed number 2, the climate thing. What's number 3?
All right, how about special interest? Yesterday, again, Joe Biden says, oh, the American people won here, special interest lost. Let's talk about private equity and hedge fund characters who still, billionaires all, who have maintained against every odd the carried interest deduction or loophole, even though everybody in the world, including a lot of people in that industry, think it's pretty much a ridiculous thing. But there they are.
Do they really?
Oh,
People in the industry, they like paying that very low tax.
What do you think?
Yeah,
I mean, how do you think they made all those billions?
But they don't think it's ridiculous, do they?
No, and all right, I will close with this. Any White House that thinks that arming and adding 87,000 IRS agents to plague small businesses and middle-income Americans, because, by the way, there are only 400 billionaires. You don't need 87,000 troops to go out and rattle their cage. I just think that's the most ridiculously unpopular thing I've ever seen.
We like it when you get fired up.
Well,
we really do. Liz
It's so crazy.
You're all right. Thanks very much, Liz. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Stuart.